Hello dear students, welcome to our accountancy class. See, now we are going to start the 12 marks question for non-profit organization, and before starting that, today I am going to share with you the treatment of some items in the final accounts of non-profit organization. See, theory might be little bit boring, writing might be little bit lengthy, but believe me, the more you are comfortable with theory classes, the easier for you will go the practical classes. So this is the last theory class where I am going to tell you the treatment of some of the important items, and after that continuously we will go on solving the sums for 12 marks. 6 marks have been already covered. See, I have shown you how to prepare the receipts and payment account. I have also taught you how to find out the capital fund. Along with that, an important practical oriented question is also being covered. So the section C and E questions have been covered. Now for starting the section D questions, that is 12 marks question, it is important for you to understand the important items that I am going to tell you today in this class. Now see, some of them have been already told and covered into the previous classes into different elements. While preparing receipts and payment account, how it should be done, while preparing the balance sheet, how it should be done. But in this class, everything will be taught in one class itself. So according to me, it's a very important class, and ultimately everybody should write each and every single word that is written in this PPT today. Okay, so let us start. In all, total how many items I have given in today's class? 26 items are there. Each one item I will be explaining, and the explanation will be in the form of item, the reasons or the nature, then whether it's capital or revenue, and later on where it should appear, that is in income and expenditure account or balance sheet. So in this one class itself, your complete basic, whatever you have learned about this chapter in the past few days, it will be all revised, as well as if you have any doubts, that also will be clear. Okay, it is very important to clear the doubts before starting the 12 marks question. Okay, and that's why only this class has been taken. Okay, now the first item is capital fund. Now what it means these are the capitalized receipts. Whatever receipts you have got, whatever income is done, that has been capitalized, and therefore only it is a capital item. And where it will be shown on the liability side of the balance sheet. ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಇಷ್ಟು ನಿಮಗೆ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ 12 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಲೆಕ್ಕ ನೀವು 15 ಮಿನಿಟ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿಡಿಸ್ತೀರಿ, ಅಷ್ಟು ಈಸಿ ಐತಿ. ಓಕೆ, then subscriptions, these are received regularly and hence they are a revenue item. Where it is shown on the credit side of income and expenditure account. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀವಿ? income and expenditure account ಅದ credit side. Then special subscriptions. Now these are for the special purpose only, and therefore they are capital. ಹೆಂಗ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಬೇಕಪ್ಪ ಅದು ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಐತೋ ಆರ್ಡಿನರಿ or ರೆಗ್ಯುಲರ್ ಐತಿ ಹೇಳಿರ್ತಾರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಲೆಕ್ಕದಾಗ. Okay, so hence they are for special purpose. It's a capital item, and therefore it will be shown on the liability side of balance sheet. Please understand this difference. If it's a special subscription, it will go into the balance sheet. But if it's a regular ordinary subscription, it will go on the credit side of income and expenditure account. Okay. Next, life membership fees. Any member wants to become the member for the whole life, so he will pay the fees in one lump sum amount, and therefore it is a non-recurring nature. It will not happen again and again. Only few people go for life membership, and therefore it is a capital item, and it is shown on the liability side of the balance sheet, and it is added to capital fund. Okay, next is the entrance fees or admission fees. Okay, this is recurring or non-recurring. See, both it can be, and that's why this class is very important to understand the things. If it is recurring, regular basis well agakateti, then it will be a revenue item, and it will be shown in the credit side of income and expenditure account. But if it is of non-recurring nature, it will be a capital item, and then it will be added to the capital fund on the liability side of the balance sheet. Ee niಮಗೆ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಬರ್ತೈತಿ, ma'am, how should we come to know whether it's a recurring or non-recurring, whether it's a revenue or capital item? It will be told into the question. Okay, ಅದನ್ನ ಅವರು ಮಾಹಿತಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. So you should understand that. Suppose nothing is told, then you should consider it as a revenue. Okay. Then legacies. It's also a non-recurring. ಎಲ್ಲ ಯಾರು ತಿಳ್ಕೊತಾರೋ ಅವ್ರ ಆಸ್ತಿದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಂಪತ್ತಿ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋಗಿರ್ತಾರೋ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಲೆಗಸಿ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. Okay. So it's a non-recurring nature and therefore it's a capital item. It will be shown on the liability side of the balance sheet and it is added to the capital fund. This is very important. If ನಿಮಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ತಿಳಿಯೈತಿ, the 12 marks solving will become very easy for all of you. Okay. Next, special donations. The name itself says it's special for special reasons. Means for specific purposes and therefore it's a capital item. And where it will be shown? It will be shown on the liability side of the balance sheet. Okay. Then general donations. See here. Now here two types of donations are coming. General donation, but the amount is big. General donations, but the amounts are small. Then what to do? Okay. So if it is a big donation coming into lakhs of rupees, then it is a non-recurring item. It will be a capital item, and therefore it will be shown on the liability side of the balance sheet and it is added to the capital fund. ಇದೇ ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ನಾನ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಅದ ಫಂಡ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಫಂಡ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗೋದು ಹೋಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಅವ್ರ ಕಡೆ ಏನು ರಿಸಿಪ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆಗತ್ತಾವು, ಓಕೆ, ಡಿಪೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಪಾನ್ ದ ನೇಚರ್ ಅವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಓನರ್ಸ್ ಯಾರು ಇರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಇಂಥವು ಏನು ದುಡ್ಡು ಅವ್ರ ಕಡೆ ಬರಾಕತ್ತಾವ, ರಿಸಿಪ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಬರಾಕತ್ತಾವ, ಅದನ್ನ ಅವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೋ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಫಂಡ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕೋದು ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ. Then general donations, but they are recurring and small in nature. Birthday donation ಯಾರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೋ, ಮ್ಯಾರೇಜ್ ಆನಿವರ್ಸರಿ, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಕಾಮನ್ ದೀಸ್ ಡೇಸ್. ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ವಾಟ್ಸ್ಆಪ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಫೋಟೋ ಹಾಕಾಕ ಮಂದಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೋ ಹೋಗಿ ದಾನ ಧರ್ಮ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅನಾಥಾಶ್ರಮ ಆಗಲಿ, ವೃದ್ಧಾಶ್ರಮ ಆಗಲಿ, ಅಥವಾ ಎಲ್ಲೇ ಹೋಗಿ. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಬಟ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಭಾಳ ಮಂದಿನೂ ಮಾಡಾಕತ್ತಾರ. ಸೊ ಇಂಥವು ಏನು ಬರ್ತಿರ್ತಾವ ಡೊನೇಷನ್ಸ್, ದೇ ಆರ್ ವೆರಿ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್. ಅಥವಾ ಯಾವುದೇ ಗುಡಿ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಡೈಲಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ₹1, ₹10, ₹5 ಏನು ಹಾಕ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲರ್ ಡೊನೇಷನ್ಸ್, ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಇನ್ ನೇಚರ್. ಬಟ್ ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಯಾವಾಗ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ದಾಗೂ ಕೇಳಿರ್ಬೋದು ದಟ್ ಸಂಬಡಿ ಗಿಫ್ಟೆಡ್ 100 kgs of gold to God or something like that. So then it is a donation, but it is of big. Okay. So on the basis of the amount you have to classify whether it's a revenue item or a capital item. Okay. So here it is of recurring nature and it is a revenue item and therefore it is shown on the credit side of income and expenditure account. Next, government grants. See, again you can see there are two specifications. Nodri, yaವಾಗ ಒಂದು ನಾನ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ, after some years it will ask for the grants or amount from the government. So government ಕಡೆ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅದು ಸ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಯ್ತಂದ್ರೆ on two basis we will classify. If the government is giving regularly the grant for them, then it's a regular recurring nature. Once in a while, again for specific purpose, like for construction of building or for some another reason, then it will be called as specific purpose. So government grants will be in both type. Day to day expenses maintain ಮಾಡಕ ಅವರು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಫಂಡ್ ಅಲಾಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೋ, ಅಥವಾ ಏನಾದರೂ ಒಂದು ಅಸೆಟ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡಪ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೂ ಅವರು ಫಂಡ್ ಅಲಾಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ. So ಎದರ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಬಂದೈತಿ, on the basis of that, on the nature or purpose of that, you will classify it as recurring and specific. ಈ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಆಧಾರ ಮೇಲೆ ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತೈತಿ ಅದು ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ರೆವೆನ್ಯೂ means regular item, it will be shown on the credit side of income and expenditure account. But it's a once in a while coming amount and again it's for a specific purpose only, then it will be shown on the liability side of the balance sheet under the special donations or government grants. Into bracket you have to write down special. Okay. Next, special funds. Okay. So as the name itself says, the fund is allotted for special reason, like prize fund is there, building fund is there, okay, swimming pool construction fund is there, it can be anything, library construction fund is there. Okay. So then it has to be used only for that purpose. That amount cannot be used for some another purpose. Okay. So here the amount is given for a specific purpose and therefore it is called as a capital item and where it will be shown? It will be shown on the liability side of the balance sheet. Okay. Next, please understand this. The amount of expenses connected to the special fund. This kind of adjustment will come into your exams. So whenever you are ಈಗ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಕಟ್ಸಕ್ಕೆ ಫಂಡ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಫಂಡ್ ಈಗ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಕಟ್ಸಕ್ಕೆ ಫಂಡ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಕಟ್ಟಿಸ್ತೀರಿ. Yes, you will start construction of the building, and for that purpose whatever expenses are being incurred, whatever everything A to Z, that all expenses will be reduced from this only, because these expenses are also of special purpose, not regular. ಅದೇನು ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಡೆ ಫಂಡ್ ಬಂದಿತ್ತು, ಅದರ್ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಅದೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಖರ್ಚಾಗುತ್ತೆ, and therefore it will be also of capital in nature. And CL, the liability side of the balance sheet deducted from the concerned special fund. Again you get special fund ಐತಿ, from that only you should reduce this. Okay. Then endowment fund, it is also for specific purpose, it is also a capital item, and therefore it will be shown on the liability side of the balance sheet. Okay. Next is sale of old newspaper, raddi. Okay, so it's a recurring nature revenue item, and therefore it is shown on the credit side of income and expenditure account. Next, subscriptions to newspaper and periodicals. Newspaper matlab magazines, periodicals andre ಏನು magazines, ಅವು ವೀಕ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಾವ, ಮಂತ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಾವ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಅದ್ರ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ನೀವು ಏನು ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ತುಂಬಾಕತ್ತೀರಿ, ಅದು ಏನೈತಿ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲರ್. ಸೊ ದ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್, if it is exhausted within a year, then it is a revenue expenditure, and therefore it is shown on the debit side of income and expenditure account. Okay. Now, addition or extension and improvement of the fixed assets. For example, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ already building ಐತಿ. Okay, ನೀವು ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ ಒಂದು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಐತಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ 8 ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ರೂಮ್ಸ್ ಅದಾವ, ಇನ್ನು 2 ಅಡಿಷನಲ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ರೂಮ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಕತ್ತಾರ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ದ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ದ ಅಡ್ಮಿಷನ್ಸ್. So if what it is the extension of the building. Is it increase in the value of the asset? Yes. Suppose you have some water purification distillation ಅಲ್ಲೇ, ಬಟ್ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೆವಿ ರಿಪೇರ್ ಅದು ಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ, ಅಥವಾ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಹೊಸ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಇನ್ ಅರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿ. ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ in increasing the earning capacity, and therefore they are in capital nature, and therefore the asset side of the balance sheet added to the concerned fixed asset. Okay, first we will go to the asset side of the balance sheet, and there whichever asset is given, whether it's building or whatever sports equipment or whatever it is, adragi ನೀವು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಅದನ್ನ add ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, because it is increasing the value of that asset. Okay. Then heavy repairs, alterations and replacements to the fixed assets. It also increases the efficiency of the fixed assets, and therefore it is also of capital in nature. And what treatment you will give for that? On the asset side of the balance sheet, it will be added to the concerned fixed asset. Okay. Now repairs, alterations and replacements to the fixed assets, but it does not increase the efficiency of the regular maintenance. For example, ನೀವು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಡೆ ಏನು vehicles ಅದಾವ, ರೆಗ್ಯುಲರ್ ಅದರ ಸರ್ವಿಸಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. Does it increase the value of the asset? No. It's a regular maintenance expense, and therefore it's a revenue in nature, and it will be shown in the debit side of the income and expenditure account. Okay. Next, sale of old sports material. ಹಳಿದಾಗಿಬಿಟ್ಟವು. Okay. So ಅದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? You will sell it off. So it's also a recurring in nature, and it's a revenue item. On the credit side of income and expenditure account, it will be shown. Okay, sports material are different, sports equipments are different. Okay, so it's a non-recurring nature and it's a capital item. Note, maximum students get confused over here. Sports material are different and sports equipments are different. They are very costly. But when you golf kit nodak hodre, it's way expensive. Okay. So on the asset side of the balance sheet, it is deducted from the sports equipments. Okay. Then the last 5 items: specific collection and their expenses, such as proceeds from lectures, concerts and dramas. Okay. Suppose it depends organization to organization. Okay. ಸೊ ಲೆಕ್ಚರ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾರು, ಕಾನ್ಸರ್ಟ್ ಈಗ ನೋಡ್ರಿ 31st ಡಿಸೆಂಬರ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಟಿವಿ ಚಾನೆಲ್ ನೀವು ಭಾಳ ಕಾನ್ಸರ್ಟ್ಸ್, ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕಲ್ ಕಾನ್ಸರ್ಟ್, ಡಾನ್ಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಸರ್ಟ್ ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಕೆಲವೊಬ್ರು ಅದನ್ನ ಲೈವ್ ನೋಡಕ್ ಹೋಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಆರ್ ಡ್ರಾಮಾಸ್, ದೋಸ್ ಹೂ ಲೈಕ್ ಥಿಯೇಟರ್ ಡ್ರಾಮಾಸ್, they also go there. Okay, now this is a regular recurring nature, it's a revenue item. So idrinda ಏನು ದುಡ್ಡು ಬಂದಿರ್ತೈತಿ, the proceeds means what, the money that is received. Okay, so proceeds from lectures, concerts and drama can be entered on the credit side of the income and expenditure account, and their expenses can be debited to income and expenditure account. So even ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಖರ್ಚುನು ಬೀಳ್ತೈತಿ ನೋಡಿ. ಸೊ ಖರ್ಚಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕ್ತೀರಿ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಂಡಿಚರ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್, ಮತ್ತು ಅದರಿಂದ ಏನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಆಗೈತಿ, ವೇರ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಶೋ ಇಟ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಂಡಿಚರ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್. ಬಟ್ ಓವರ್ ಆಲ್ ವೇರ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಂಡಿಚರ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್ equipments. Okay, so the benefit, if it is not exhausted within a year, then it is a capital item. Okay, and therefore it is shown on the asset side of the balance sheet. Please understand, sports material also purchased, it will be shown on the asset side. Then the sale of fixed assets or investments, it is non-recurring in nature and therefore it's a capital item. ಈಗ 3 points ಅದಾವ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಲಕ್ಷ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಕೇಳ್ರಿ. The asset side of the balance sheet deducted from the concerned asset. If there is a profit on the sale of the asset or investment, it should be credited to the income and expenditure account. If there is a loss on the sale of fixed asset or investment, it should be debited to the income and expenditure account. This is also a very important adjustment. It will be asked into your exam. This one and the sports material one. Okay. Then the payment of honorarium. H ant uchchar agabaru, H is silent over here. Honorarium. Okay. If the benefit is exhausted within a year, the benefit is exhausted within a year, it's a revenue item and therefore it is shown in the debit side of income and expenditure account. Okay, and the last one is expenses incurred on the purchase of an asset. Idathu common ಐತಿ, ನಮಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತೈತಿ. The benefit not exhausted within a year and therefore it is a capital item and it is added to the assets. Okay, asset side of balance sheet ದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನು ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಅಸೆಟ್ ಐತಿ ಅದರಾಗ ನೀವು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Okay, so with this we come to the end of today's class. Okay, so see, all these 26 items are very very important. It will help you in solving your 12 marks questions. So with this, full and final, the theory of non-profit organization is over, and now what I am going to start, I will be starting the 12 marks question related to non-profit organization. Okay, thank you.